It's 4:45 in the morning. We're about to leave for New York City. I don't know how Jocko Willink does it. This is way too early for me, but let's get this trip going. In case you're wondering what that thing is on my lip, it's my November mustache because we went on this trip during American Thanksgiving. This was my first time in New York City. Now let me show you what we did. All right, guys, we're finally in New York. We're rushing because we're late, as I always am. Hold on. Here's Michaela. We're going to see the Radio City Rockettes.
I'm so excited.
Here we are, Radio City. About to see the Rockettes. Things are crazy here. First up on the list, we have the Christmas Spectacular by Radio City. For Michaela, this was an absolute non-negotiable. She couldn't wait to see this show. Show started.
Welcome to Radio City Music Hall. Thank you for joining us for the Christmas Spectacular starring the Radio City Rockettes.
Which is the only time. Yep.
After the show, we sat down at Ippudo 5th Avenue for dinner. We got bao buns and ramen, and it was delicious. I'm always in the mood for ramen, despite my obvious lack of skill. Learn how to use chopsticks. After dinner, we made sure to walk through Times Square on our way back to the hotel. I know it's a must-see for first-timers, but I think 15 minutes was as much as we could handle, given the 8-hour drive we had just done that morning. New York City.
Times Square, baby. Bright lights. Crazy. Thank you.
Alright guys, good morning. It's day one. Is it day one? It's day two technically. Yesterday was a bit of a half day, but we're in New York City. I'm so tired from yesterday's drive. And Michaela is like the fastest walker on earth, so I just can't keep up. She should probably join like an Olympic speed walking team. I don't know why she's like that. I have something crazy in about 2 hours. Michaela's not excited for it.
I'm nervous. We'll see how it goes.
Let me show you what we're doing. Okay, so in less than 2 hours, Michaela and I will be hanging off the edge of that building. You nervous?
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous.
Look how tall that is. Oh my god. Wow. All right.
It's gonna be intense.
You can't bail now.
I know. Well, I was never able to bail.
All right, let's do it.
All right, you ready to do this?
I'm getting a little nervous. I didn't think it'd be that hard, but now I'm starting to second guess it. We're going to be hanging off of the side of the building during the daytime.
Really nervous, but it's going to be a lot of fun and a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Okay, we're all done the climb, and it was a lot scarier than I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Here's Michaela. Did you like it?
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
And it was a ton of fun, great views.
Oh my god, the best views in the house.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was
Especially when you
insane.
look up and you're like, ah.
Definitely worth it.
This made me want to scream, New York! Okay, the city climb at the edge was for sure the highlight of our trip. I would definitely recommend it if you can stomach it, but if that's too crazy for you, the edge also has the world's second highest outdoor observation deck, and the views were incredible too. Another great thing about the edge is that it's located directly beside the vessel, which was another spot on our list. Hey guys, so we're here at probably the coolest place in New York so far. Michaela's filming. We're at the vessel. Looks pretty awesome. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to go up right now. The vessel is closed, but awesome to look at nevertheless. New York City High Line, probably the coolest thing we've done so far, I think. Maybe not as cool as the edge climb, but super nice. What on earth is that thing? Without a doubt, the Highline Walk was one of our favorite activities in the city. We walked all the way down to the Highline shortly after our climb and happened to get to the little island right in time for sunset. If you have a few hours to spare in New York, please do yourself a favor and walk the Highline from the vessel through the little island and down to Chelsea Market. You won't regret it. We finished our Highline walk at Chelsea Market, where we had dinner at Los Tacos No. 1. Now, I've read that this is the best taco place in the city. I haven't tried them all to confirm, but Los Tacos definitely hit the spot. Alright, pork taco. Let's try this out.
This is great news.
So good. That's amazing. Here, try yours. Okay, day 3 in New York City. We're finally at Central Park. It's really beautiful here. This is something I've been really looking forward to since coming to the city. And you can see in the background these super slender skyscrapers. They're quite a sight to see. Apparently they sway a lot in the wind. While we had originally planned to spend most of the day at Central Park, Michaela kept telling me that she had a surprise for me. So obviously this caught my attention. Really pretty concentrated there on your maps. Where are we headed?
You'll see.
Central Park is pretty beautiful. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised with New York so far. It's been quite a bit cleaner than I was expecting. I was expecting garbage bags everywhere and visible rats outside most locations. And honestly, I haven't seen any of that yet. It's been really clean. I don't know if they're just preparing for the Macy's parade or what the deal is, but thoroughly impressed with the neatness of the city. She's been really focused on the maps here. Oh, where are we going?
You'll see.
Dory's friend the whale. Michaela surprised me by leading us through the park and right to the American Museum of Natural History. See, when we first planned this trip, we both agreed that there wouldn't be enough time for the museum. I'm really happy we went though, because as you can see, I was like a kid in a candy shop, especially in the dinosaur exhibit. What is that?
A triceratops.
Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving. Our last day in New York City started off with plenty of excitement. We were in town during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, so we couldn't miss the opportunity to see it live. Here were just some of our favorite floats in the parade. There were some celebrities too. We saw Sean Paul, Josh from Blue's Clues, Adam Devine. Here you can see Sarah Hyland waving at Michaela. And last but not least, Santa Claus. Of course, we couldn't leave New York City without seeing the 9/11 memorial. The last thing we did on our trip was cross the Brooklyn Bridge at sunset. It was insanely busy and hard to walk, but it was absolutely worth it. Finally, we couldn't finish the trip without getting ourselves a pie at Grimaldi's Pizzeria in Brooklyn.
All basil.